Don't go chasing face waterfalls, 'cause Nick Cage will definitely kill you. Yes! Welcome, people of Earth, to Monday Matinee, or Matinee Monday, whatever you want to call it. This is a How Did This Get Made video presentation where we are talking about recently re-released episodes from the How Did This Get Made vault that we are putting out into the stream for free once again. And this is a classic. This is Face Off. Randall Park is our guest for this episode, and we are getting into what is known to be one of the best, most bonkers movies of all time. We're going to play a little clip from the episode in just a second, and the clip that we're going to play really revolves around how this movie starts off with the assassination of a child and then goes up from there. That's right. This movie starts at a 10 and goes up, and we get into who does a better job, Nick Cage or John Travolta playing each other. We talk about face waterfalls. Face waterfalls has become... do you not know what face waterfalls are? It's when you put your hands over somebody's face like that. Yeah. It's something that John Travolta invented that's super creepy, that his whole family does. It's a linchpin of the movie, but I believe that we and Avril Halley, our video movie producer, have invented that term. I believe that we're going to stake claim on face waterfalls. It all happened here. Talking about the most insane movie of all time. The boots in this movie also worn in Super Mario Brothers. That's right, when they go to that crazy prison. Those are Mario and Luigi's boots. Oh, man. I can't even tell you what to do. Just listen to this clip.
For those of you who've never seen Face Off, and you should, it's about a criminal and a con. A criminal and a cop who switch faces.
Yes.
It
is about... This is a movie. This is a movie. Guys, this fucking movie is great. This is a movie that begins with the murder of a child. This movie begins with Nicolas Cage shooting a child with a sniper rifle. And only gets better.
It was a mistake.
He did not mean to shoot the child. He meant to shoot Travolta, and he went through him.
Into his child.
Into his child.
The child's head.
That's where this movie starts.
And by the way, there's a couple things about this. For those of you in LA, it seems to me that they're at Griffith Park, which is a very open kind of family park, and Nicolas Cage seems about 50 feet away.
On like a grassy knoll.
On a grassy knoll, he has a tarp over his sniper rifle, which I don't understand why. Because he's very prominently seen, because he's smoking and standing next to it. He's not in the grass. He's not in anything that I know.
Which means, at some point, he set up that sniper rifle. He assembled... in full view of people who are probably like throwing a fucking frisbee to a dog wearing a bandana, and he's like
putting it together.
Shoots a child. And then, guys, he shoots a child, and the movie begins. The cold open is infanticide.
For the audience here, I've just put up. By the way, this is
the official police report.
Yes.
This is the damage report.
Carousel sniper victim murdered 9 September 1991. Now, Paul, may I read this?
Please.
This is what the police file says on the computer.
Report.
This is what the police wrote in the computer about this child's murder that begins this movie. And
by the way,
I want to remind you, this movie is great.
The police report doesn't even have like a death scene photo. They just kind of got his yearbook photo.
Yes. It says, Carousel sniper victim murdered 9 September 1991. Damage report. The boy died in the arms of his father, FBI agent Sean Archer, on the carousel in Griffith Park. Castor Troy had intended, it supposes the intention of the murderer. Castor Troy had intended to kill Sean Archer, but the bullet traveled through him and struck Michael in the chest. This kid is dead.
By the way, this is, John Travolta can call this up in the middle of the movie, but damage report doesn't seem to be a police term. What's the damage report?
Let's look it up in the damage reports.
I think you could probably just flip this whole thing around and just say, name Michael Archer, incident. Sniped on a carousel,
sniped.
You wouldn't
Sniped. That's what we would say. Yeah, sniped on a carousel. This would be so much. Yeah,
they wouldn't list it like a more like it's listed like very provocatively.
It's written very well.
I'm surprised it has no mention of Archer's weird porno mustache.
That was to show time.
I also
to clearly show time.
I mean, by the way,
it's a great fucking beginning.
This movie,
it really you start out of the gate. You're like, whoa, what?
I will say that I really do like this movie. I bought it on iTunes instead of renting it, and when I watched
we
it,
get it.
Scene,
you're rich.
I already pre-ordered second best Marigold Hotel. Suck it. I don't even care if I know how much it costs. I'm going to buy it.
That's just to service your Dame Maggie Smith fetish.
Of course. And why shouldn't I? I work hard. But to me, when I watch this movie, I was like, oh, well, they're not gonna kill this kid. You don't think they are going to do it. I really did have that reaction. I was like, oh shit, oh wow.
Oh, I'd forgotten that's how this started, and I was like, oh right. This movie tells you straight out of the gate that it's bonkers.
No, yeah, you were starting at a 10, and I would say it never lets down.
Oh, nope.
Never. Who would you? We'll go into it. I mean, there's so many questions I want to ask in a general sense. Who played the better version of the other person? I want to get into that because I have opinions about that. But basically, all we know is that after this assassination of his son on a carousel, Travolta becomes a humorless head of a secret task force sent to just basically take down Nicolas Cage's character, Castor Troy.
Who appears to be like a famous domestic terrorist, but he says, I heard him say in the trailer, for hire.
Yes. Well, in the movie, he is working. No, he is working for somebody else because the Pollock says, oh, we're never going to get that money from, the Libyans, he says.
Is that it? Okay. I never understood, who's hiring him? Organization?
It's also like a highly covert, secret anti-terrorism task force, and all they do is destroy everything.
I also had an issue with the highly covert, secret, organized task force, but when shit went down, they're like, all right, let's bring in every major criminal to our office.
Yeah.
Let's just show them where we're working. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't bring them to the secret headquarters. It's like Batman going, all right, we'll just lead them in. We'll have tea and coffee in here. So, they didn't have a place. So his wife is...
Joan Allen?
We gotta get into
She's
Joan.
incredible.
Joan Allen.
Joan Allen.
She's incredible.
Amazing. But I gotta say, I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, guys, give it up for Joan Allen.
Yeah.
That was tepid.
We already said the movie starts at a 10. Kid gets killed. Then it goes to a 20 because then it's this opening sequence that is the end of most movies.
That's
right?
why this movie's awesome.
I would argue this is one of the defining Nick Cage performances.
It was incredible.
It's really.
This is the beginning of oh no, it's not, because he's always doing cuckoo crazy stuff. But this really is this period of Nick Cage. I feel firmly establishes him as just going for it.
No, I mean, from the moment one, he's singing along with Hallelujah.
Oh yeah.
He is massaging a girl's ass, and it's awesome. It's everything about this opening. He has guns with dragons on them. He flirts with a girl by saying, "How would you like to suck my tongue?"
He says that to multiple people, and multiple people take him up on it. I don't think that would be sexually enjoyable in the least. To have your tongue sucked?
And he does put it out, and she sucks it.
No, I don't want
the
that.
peach line. What was the peach line?
He said, I can eat a peach all day, and you're like,
Yep.
peach?
And he said a lot of people, and that other girl in the other scene was like, I thought I was your peach.
Yeah.
So he's like, also like, that's his only line. His only line is, you're a peach, I can eat a peach all night and suck my tongue. And everybody from Gina Gershon to like that random FBI agent is like, I'm in.
But if it's working, why change it?
Why change it?
Seriously, I'm gonna start saying those words. I'm gonna start using only those pickup lines.
Thank you for watching Matinee Monday. You want to hear the whole episode of Face Off, you can do it. Just subscribe to How Did This Get Made? It's in the feed right now. And if you want to hear all of How Did This Get Made commercial free, you can do it. Just sign up for Stitcher Premium and use the offer code BONKERS for a free 1-month trial. All right, we will see you soon for another episode of Matinee Monday. I should say every Monday is when we'll see you because that's when we release the episode. Hence the name, Matinee Monday.